agree with what you said. Ananga Manjari Samputika is questionable Shastra. Ananga Manjari is described by Rupa Goswami in a book called Radha Krishna Ganadesh Deepika. Radha Krishna Ganadesh Deepika is by Rupa Goswami. It's in English, several translations. We have Gaura Ganadesh Deepika, we have Radha Krishna Ganadesh Deepika. It's a light on the eternal associates of Radha and Krishna. So in there, he describes, it says, Ananga Manjari is a Varishta Sakhi. She's not a Manjari. Her name is Manjari, she's not a Manjari. She's a Sakhi. First he describes the Paramapreshna Sakhis, and then he describes the Varishta Sakhis. Her category of Ananga Manjari, she's a Sakhi, she's not a Manjari. She's not like Rupa Manjari. She has a name Manjari, that's why it's confusing, but she's not a Manjari. Not a Manjari by definition, by age, by behavior, or by mood. She doesn't have Manjari Bhav. Her Bhav, she's a younger sister of Radharani, and she has the same loving mood of Radharani towards Krishna. Krishna enjoys with Ananga Manjari like he enjoys with Radharani. He has intimate vilas, all Sakhis like that. He has intimate amorous exchange with Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari's kunj is in the middle, it's told in Govinda Namrita. Ananga Manjari's kunj is an island in the middle of Radhakund. Radhakund is an island and it's connected by a crystal bridge from Jaramata's Baitak, who's Ananga Manjari. There's a crystal bridge that goes out to the island, and that's where there's a kunj, there are many kunjas and many beautiful statues and whatnot. And that's where Ananga Manjari takes Krishna to enjoy. Ananga Manjari has her own manjaris to help her also, because she's a Sakhi, so she has manjaris. She has Asta manjaris with her. So they'll go out there and they serve Krishna intimately in the kunja. In the flower bed with Ananga Manjari and Krishna. Radharani doesn't go there. She's in Radhakund in her own kunjas, Lita's kunj, Vishaka's kunj. So that's what we hear from Rupa Goswami and Govinda Amrita. So we don't know much about Ananga Manjari. Indra got this book, Ananga Manjari Samputika. It was first translated by Advaita Das in English. He later stopped circulating it because it has some Abhasiddhantas in there. It talks about Balaram and Radharani, some things is...
Radha Krishna Balaram Eka Vastu Tinanam. So Radha Krishna Balaram are the same, they're not different, only their names are different. This is one line from...
Yeah, Advaita Das, she pointed out several things that aren't in agreement with the Goswami book, so we had to reject it on that basis. So Indra had that because he was very excited about Ananga Manjari. And then he got it translated 2 different times, one by Bhumipati in English, and one by Prabhupada Saraswati, Indian guy who's in the temple. He's sannyasi now. He had 3 translations of it, because he was basing his whole outlook and philosophy on Ananga Manjari as if she's a Manjari, and so he was modeling his own bhav after Ananga Manjari. Because Ananga Manjari has vilas. There's an example. He wrongly said Ananga Manjari is an example of a Manjari that has intimate exchanges with Krishna. So therefore, Manjaris have intimate exchange with Krishna. And that was the aspiration of Indra Das. He wanted to be a Manjari like Ananga Manjari and have intimate exchanges with Krishna, amorous exchanges, like Radharani and Lita Vishaka. And it's told in his book, Heart of Book Distribution. It's there in black and white. His aspirations, the section he talks about lila, he's entered lila. I get in the flower bed with Ananga Manjari, and it's all made up thing he cooked up in his brain. So, because Indra was so influential, he got a lot of people confused about Ananga Manjari, about her identity or role. So that's why a lot of people in ISKCON especially ask questions about Ananga Manjari because of Indra's emphasis on it. He worshipped a murti with Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari was his everything. I know very much. I knew Indra during. I saw that transition. That book, he had these ideas on his own, but they weren't supported by any Shastra. The Manjaris enjoy with Krishna intimately. He couldn't find any Shastric support for that.
No, absolutely not. Rupa Goswami and Rupa and Nilamani, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in these commentaries.
Rupa Nilamani and everywhere it's taught.
Nilamani, Govinda Lilamrita, Krishna Bhavanamrita, Krishna Mayamamrita. The main thing, Manjaris don't have intimate relationship with Krishna. So this is very unfavorable.
Andrew missed the point because he thought he innocently, because he wasn't guided, but he didn't have gurus. He had his own ideas and Baba, they're very good, but didn't have anyone to check and balance his ideas. I used to discuss with him. I said you should be a Nimbark Sambra. You're a Saki Baba. You're not Manji Baba. No, what Manji is enjoying. I know very much about his philosophy. But it's his philosophy. It's not the Gaudiya's philosophy, because he's so influential and has so much prabhav. He misled a lot of people. A lot of people are very confused because of Anjar's book and its teachings.
Thank you for clarifying.
Hello.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I see your hand, and I'm blind.
Thank you.
Don't mind. But so Anjar got a DD, and this was a clincher. He was groping for philosophy. He didn't have any time of the Sabor's philosophy. When this book came out, that's why God translated 3 times. It became his Bible. I know, I was right there. That's why I can tell everything I can tell as I saw. He's like, you just got to translate, a new translation is that. I said, it's not Sabor to go to his book. You should go to Nimbark Sampradaya. You're in Saki Baba, you're not Manji Baba. No, but Manji, he has his own ideas. That's Andrew. Andrew was very individualistic, very creative, very artistic, very talented, and very great kirtan leader. Best and innovative and talented. But some things in Tattva philosophy wasn't clear. It suited his ideas, and so he ran with it. We all respect him, because he chanted the holy name. He died in Vrindavan. He went to Krishna, no doubt, but he left a trail of confusion behind him. I met many people that are trying to figure out what he said, and really confused people, because he was confused. So if you're a teacher, you shouldn't be confused. It's a touchy subject because everybody has a soft spot in their heart for Indra. They have a lot of love and attachment and gratitude for Indra. I also do, but you have to also have some vivek and some intelligent discrimination based on knowledge and other studies and teachings and blessings of Guru. I've been under direct guidance of Gurus, not my own mind. The difference is be under your mind. You had a powerful creative mind and create a lot of interesting things. But there's no support to stand on except this book by Ramchandra Gosai, which is full of Avastadanta. So where do you base your whole presentation of bhajan and philosophy on a book that's not accepted by anybody, any scholar, Srivas Goswami, anybody, Gaudiya scholar. They won't accept the book as valid praman. And then what are you going to do? What are you going to create? You're going to create a mess.
Satyananda definitely doesn't accept. Oh, thank you. That's very something I didn't know.
Yeah, I was very good friends with him. I moved here in 2002. I was there, and 2 years I lived in Gurukul. Every night I met with him. 87, 89. 89 I went to Radha Damodar, stayed in Radha Damodar, 89, 92. And I was staying here and there, and in 2002 I moved here, so I didn't see him much after that, He left in 2010. I think he left 2010, so 8 or 10 years I didn't see him. I was living here in Radhakund. When I was there when he got into this Nangamandri thing. He started writing his book then too. He was reading from it. I would have a lot of arguments with him. I said, "You don't have a leg to stand on. You're on. We have an expression in America. You're skating on thin ice. You go ice. There's a lake, and the lake freezes, and you put ice skates on. Ice skates. You can skate on it like shoes with blades on the bottom. You ice skate, and if it's thin, you skate. You go boom in the cold water." So we have an expression, you're skating on, I used to say, because we're both Americans, so we can cut each other apart, I said, you're the whole time you're skating on thin ice. You're going to fall in the water, man. You had a question.
Yeah, because of her title, Nanga Manjari, right? Because Manjaris are usually young, but Manjari means bud, right? And it's referring
it's just
to
a name, has nothing to
it
do.
refers to their breasts, right? So most of the time they're young, right? Is that why Manjari refers to them having small breasts? Could Shananga just have
Well,
small breasts?
different acharyas describe that part of the manjaris in different ways.
Okay.
Not only small, but full size or whatever.
Okay.
Because there's a verse in Padma Puran, which is quoted in Sardadarshini by Vishnu Chakravarti. It says sometimes some mature people they mature at a rate 1/2 times ordinary age. It's like some exalted people. There's some guy who's like 10 years old and has a mustache.
Yeah.
Most guys aren't until 14, 15. So, okay, so some exalted person, some people by karma, they're mature 1/2 times more than normal. So Ananga Manjari is 1 day younger or 1 year younger. Radharani's 14 years, 2 months, 15 days. So Ananga Manjari is about the same age, 13. She's 1 year younger, whatever.
Yeah, very close.
Very close. And so she's 13, 1/2, 13 plus 6 means 19. So a 19-year-old girl is a woman. And she's got everything going on, what she's doing, what she's going to do. You know. So that's the answer to that. So, but Manjari, it just means blood. It's an analogy. She's not a fully flowering person. That's the idea. But she can be also, because some Sri Krishna and other people, they describe Manjari as fully developed. They're 12, 13 years old. So some girls 12, 13, they're all decked out. You know, they're all they grow fast growers. You know. Well, it's just this, you know, the body. You know. Where are we? What was the question? Something about Nanga Manjari. Yeah, your question about Nanga Manjari. Okay, we're getting a question from your wife. Check it out. Wait a second here. Okay.
I will try ask myself.
You have comment. You know 5 languages. What's English? Another language. Big deal. Go ahead. Just speak English. Don't think about it. Just speak.
All kundas of gopis around Radha Kund, here like Lalita Kundazaya, or you told here Vishaka Kunja. This means Vishaka Kunja like your heart or this place?
There are many kunjas around Radha. Is this Vishaka Kunj by place or is this
Vishaka's Kunj is in the northeast section. North section is Lita Sakhi's Kunj. The northeast section is Vishaka Sakhi. So I asked Waitadas once, where's the geographical location of these kunjas? He said, Lita's Kunj goes from Govidas Mandir, like where Nadadas Babaji's lecture hall is in Kutir. From there up until the Rastmandal at Govindaji temple. You can say that's Lita's Kunj. And from the Rastmandal to Govindaji temple up further, that's Vishaka's Kunj. So Vishaka's Kunj is by Govindaji's temple. Govindaji's temple. I'm in the south, this is the southeast, like Champakalata, whatever. But I'm calling this Vishaka's Kunj because she's my Yuteshwari. And my Advaita Parivar Yuteshwari Vishaka and our Mukhya Manjari is Rati Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, Rasa Goswami. And Vishaka Sakhi's Kunj is typified by 4 huge champak trees. One in the north, one in the south, and we have 4 champak trees. We have more, but we have one in the north, we have one in the east, one in the south. We have 4 more champak trees here. And Vishaka's Kunj, you read the description, go into the it's very simple. The Lita's Kunj is very elaborate. It has a 3-story palace inside with 64 rooms in it, and it's really elaborate. And you read Vishaka's Kunj, it's very natural, just like a forest Kunj. There's some sculpture in the middle. In the middle there's some carved lotus or something. Otherwise, just kunjas and very natural. So this is very natural. It's not some palace inside you. So this is Uripan. This kunj is Uripan for me to be a Vishaka's kunj. Uripan means a stimulant. It's a stimulant. It excites my memory of Vishaka's kunj. Vishaka Sakhi Ki Jai. Okay, I think that's it.
Vishaka is a nice place to end.
Yeah, nice place to end, yeah. Nice place to begin also.
Yes. But you're a little biased, that's good.
Yeah, I'm